Even though America is not officially a part of World War II in 2026, preparations for long-term global unrest are already transforming the country. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine continues to cause instability in Europe's energy markets. Tensions between the US, Israel, and Iran, especially around the Strait of Hormuz, a channel that transports roughly 20% of the world's oil supply, have increased concerns about the disruption of oil routes. Even in the case of a brief disruption, crude prices have historically risen sharply. At the start of 2026, oil briefly returned to the high volatility range. And when oil moves, everything does too. Energy costs have an impact on transportation. Transportation has an impact on food. Food has an effect on inflation. Inflation affects interest rates. Interest rates affect housing, state budgets, and public borrowing. This is what most people fail to notice. Not every state is built to resist shocks from the outside world. Let's look at the 10 most vulnerable states and discuss why. 10. Illinois. Illinois' financial rigidity in times of stress. With over $140 billion in unfunded pension liabilities, Illinois has some of the highest in the country. 20 to 25% of its general fund budget is allocated to pension obligations. This limits flexibility. If federal spending keeps shifting from state assistance programs to defense, Illinois will struggle to close funding gaps. The population of the state has already been declining for several years. In the past 10 years, hundreds of thousands of people have left. When there are fewer taxpayers, the burden per capita rises. Chicago is one of the United States' largest rail and transportation hubs. Approximately 25% of all freight rail traffic in the U.S. passes through the Chicago region. Oil spikes would cause fuel prices to rise, which would directly affect logistics chains. A catastrophic collapse is not the risk in Illinois. It's financial suffocation as a result of rising costs. 9. Michigan's manufacturing sensitivity. Michigan's economy still heavily depends on manufacturing, especially the production of automobiles. Manufacturing accounts for 18 to 20% of Michigan's GDP, which is significantly more than the national average. The production of automobiles depends on semiconductors, imported metals, and international shipping lanes. Previous supply chain disruptions resulted in temporary layoffs and production slowdowns in Michigan. If another conflict disrupts shipping through Europe or Asia, manufacturing costs rise. Meanwhile, as gas prices rise, consumer demand for cars decreases. Michigan's unemployment rate has historically varied more than the national average during recessions. Due to geopolitical unrest, Michigan is the first state to observe a slowdown in international trade. 8. Arizona. Growth satisfies resource constraints. Arizona has one of the fastest growth rates in the country. Nonetheless, growth is determined by two factors: affordable housing and water security. Lake Mead has remained near past lows. Significant water reductions from the Colorado River have already been approved by Arizona. Central Arizona's agricultural sector has declined as a result of allocation reductions. Billions of dollars were spent on water infrastructure expansion projects. If inflation increases due to volatile oil markets, these projects become more expensive. Steel and concrete are two examples of building materials that require a lot of energy. Arizona's housing boom is determined by the rate of construction. If financing costs rise and construction slows, growth may stall quickly. Arizona is at risk due to structural imbalance. Rapid growth is meeting resource constraints. 7. Louisiana. In terms of energy and climate, Louisiana is at a turning point. Louisiana refines between 17 and 20% of the petroleum used in the United States. The state is a key hub in the nation's energy system. The Port of South Louisiana is one of the largest tonnage ports in the Western Hemisphere. If the escalation in the Middle East leads to unstable oil markets, Louisiana's economy is in danger. But there is a risk associated with volatility. Persistent instability deters long-term investment in energy infrastructure. Meanwhile, Louisiana loses roughly a football field of coastal land every 90 to 100 minutes due to erosion and subsidies. Hurricanes like Ida and Katrina caused damage worth tens of billions of dollars. Insurance retreat has accelerated in high-risk areas. War-driven material inflation makes post-storm reconstruction even more expensive. There are several levels of exposure in Louisiana. Energy volatility and climate fragility. 6. Florida insurance and travel exposure. Even though Florida's GDP is more than $1.4 trillion, over 15% of jobs are in the tourism and hospitality industries. Travel demand is reduced by economic anxiety. Florida receives billions of dollars annually from foreign visitors. If there is more unrest around the world, travel confidence declines. Meanwhile, a number of private insurers have withdrawn from the Florida property insurance market. There has been a sharp rise in enrollment in state-backed insurers. Since 2020, the cost of reconstruction has skyrocketed due to material inflation. If oil prices rise again, the cost of asphalt, transportation, and construction will go up. Although Florida's housing market is strong, interest rates have a significant impact on it. If war-driven inflation forces tighter monetary policy, mortgage costs may rise. Florida is at risk from a confidence-driven slowdown. We now go on to the top 5 states that have a direct bearing on financial, military, and energy infrastructure. 5. Texas. Texas, powerful energy source with a volatile risk. Texas produces more than 40% of the crude oil used in the United States. During times of geopolitical unrest, Texas benefits from higher prices. However, excessive volatility causes boom-bust cycles. The Texas economy has historically experienced significant swings due to drops in oil prices. ERCOT, a mostly autonomous power grid, is also operated by Texas. Concerns regarding the resilience of infrastructure emerged after previous extreme weather failures. Cyber warfare that targets energy grids is a growing national security concern. Energy infrastructure becomes strategically significant during international conflicts. Texas is extremely susceptible to changes in the energy market despite its strength. 4. Dependence on California trade and amp tech. At more than $3 trillion, California's economy would be among the largest in the world if it were independent. Los Angeles and Long Beach ports handle almost 40% of containerized imports into the United States. The disruption in international shipping has an immediate impact on California. Silicon Valley depends on semiconductor supply chains, many of which travel through Asia. War-driven trade friction raises the possibility of chip shortages. In addition, California must contend with rising wildfire suppression costs, insurance companies leaving fire-prone areas, water allocation issues, pressure on housing affordability, and a high level of sensitivity to geopolitical shifts because of its integration into global trade. 3. Virginia's military economy. Virginia is home to important defense contractors, the Pentagon, and Norfolk, the largest naval base in the world. Spending more on defense could boost local economies. But in a global conflict, military infrastructure becomes strategically important. Cyber attacks targeting federal agencies and contractors would likely have an early impact on Virginia. Virginia's GDP is greatly impacted by federal contracts, which makes defense posture essential. Virginia is strategically vulnerable because of its military significance. Second, the epicenter of New York's financial instability. New York accounts for 8 to 10% of the U.S. GDP. Wall Street capital flows respond instantly to an increase in geopolitical tensions. Financial markets have historically responded forcefully to war developments. The insurance markets become more competitive. Bond yields can fluctuate. New York also has high living expenses and significant municipal debt. Budget stability is significantly impacted by the financial sector's performance. If the global conflict prolongs economic uncertainty, financial transaction volumes will decline and tax revenues will be affected. New York's vulnerability stems from economic confidence. The Mississippi and AMP Gulf Corridor's structural vulnerability. Mississippi has one of the lowest median household incomes in the country. The poverty rate remains above the national average. The Gulf Corridor is home to refineries, shipping lanes, and crucial oil transportation routes. In this region, hurricane activity is also frequent. Insurance penetration rates are lower in economically vulnerable communities. If a significant hurricane causes damage, recovery expenses will skyrocket. Energy volatility is driven by a global conflict in Gulf infrastructure. Low-income individuals are less resilient to economic shocks. Mississippi and the Gulf Corridor converge. Climate change exposure, limited financial flexibility, energy infrastructure, and economic vulnerability. This combination makes it the most structurally brittle in long-term instability. The strategic conclusion is that everything is getting more expensive because of global instability, even though America is not collapsing. The volatility of oil affects inflation. Defense spending has an impact on budgets. The supply chain is more risky. The vulnerability of cybersecurity is growing. There is still climate pressure. States with diverse economies and adaptable budgets will endure. The first states to face pressure will be those with limited resources, strained infrastructure, or debt. In the upcoming years, there won't be any panic. They deal with tenacity. The question of how America will be affected by war is no longer pertinent. Already, it is. The real question is which states are prepared and which are overworked. Please click like and subscribe if you found this level of analysis useful. In the next episode, we'll look at the 5 safest states if geopolitical tension keeps rising. Comment down below. Do you think your state is ready? Stay informed. Keep being strategic.